सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशांताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। वेदव्यास वैशम्पायनयाज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः समस्त उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अनुभवस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अवाप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यादिप्राप्त्यर्थं च विश्वशान्ति विश्वकल्याणार्थं च बृहदारण्यकोपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। In the sixth and last chapter, we are in the chanting of Brihadaranyakam. See, we just started, we are almost through. Like these 3-4 times when we chant, familiarity with the mantras come. Then when we listen it from some Atmas, we get the meaning. And through that, slowly we get convinced about the sadhya sadhana. Thus our life becomes more fruitful and beautiful and systematic and purposeful than what it is now, full of confusion. That is the idea behind all the shastras, all the satsangas, all the Sadguru Upadeshas. Let us do it. Om Ata Shri Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Shashtodhyayah Ata Dvitiyam Brahmanam. Om Shvetaketurhava Aruneyah Panchalanam Parishadam Ajagama Sa Ajagama Jaivalim Pravahanam Paricharayamanam Tamudiksha Abhyuvada Kumara iti sabho iti pratishushrawa anushishtaha anuasi pitretyo miti hovacha vettayate maha prajaha prayatyo vipratipadyanta iti neti hovacha vetto yate mam lokam punarapadyanta iti neti haivo vacha vetto yatha sauloka evam bhavaihi punah punah prayadbhirna sampuryata iti neti haivo vacha vetto yatithya mahutyagam hutama papaha purushavacho bhutva samuttaya vadanti iti neti haivo vacha vetto devayanasya vapatah प्रतिपदं पितृयानस्य वा यत्कृत्वा देवयानं क्वा पन्तानं प्रतिपद्यन्ते पितृयानं वा अपि न ऋषेः वचः श्रुतं द्वे श्रुति अशृणवं पितॄणाम् अहं देवानाम् उत मर्त्यानां ताभ्याम् इदं विश्वमेजत् समेति यदन्तरा वितरं मातरं चैति नाहमत एकञ्चन वेद इति ह उवाच अतैनं वसति वसत्योपमन्त्रयान् चक्रे अनादृत्य वसतिं कुमारः प्रदुद्राव स आजगाम विधरं तगं होवाचेति वाव किल नो भवान् पुरानुशिष्टानवोच इति कथगं सुमेध इति पञ्चमा प्रश्नान् राजन्य बन्धुः अप्राक्षीत ततो नैकञ्चन वेदेति कथमेत इति म इतिह प्रतीकानि उदाजहार स होवाच तथा नस्त्वं तात जानीथा यथा यदहं किञ्च वेद सर्वमहं तत्तुभ्यम् अवोचं प्रेहि तु तत्र प्रतीत्य ब्रह्मचर्यं वत्स्याव इति भवानेव गच्छतु इति स आजगाम गौतमो यत्र प्रवाहणस्य जैवलेः आस तस्मा आसनमाहृत्य उदकमाहारयाञ्चकार अतः स्मा अर्घ्यञ्चकार तगम्ह उवाच वरं भगवते गौतमाय दद्महि ते सहोवाच प्रतिज्ञातो महेशवरो यां तु कुमारस्यां ते वाचमभाषताः तां मे ब्रोहेते सहोवाच दैवेषु वै गौतम तद्वरेषु मानुषाणां ब्रोहेते सहोवाच विज्ञायते हास्ति हिरण्यस्यावात्तं गो अश्वानां दासीनां प्रवाराणां परिधानस्य मानो भवान् महोरन्तस्यापर्यन्तस्याभ्यवधान्यो भूत इति स वै गौतम तीर्थेनेच्छासा इति उपैमि अहं भवन्तमिति वाचा हस्मैव पूर्व उभयन्ति स ह उपायन कीर्त्यो वास स होवाच तथा नस्त्वं गौतम मा अपराधाः तव च पितामहा यतेयं विद्येतः पूर्वं न कस्मिंश्चन ब्राह्मण उवास तां त्वहं तुभ्यं वक्ष्यामि को हि तु एवं ब्रुवन्तम् अर्हति प्रत्याख्यातुम् इति असौ वै लोकोऽग्निर्गौतम तस्यादित्य एव समिद्रश्मयो धूमः अहरर्चिर्दिशोऽङ्गारा अवान्तरदिशो विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन्नेतस्मिन्नग्नौ देवाः श्रद्धां जुह्वते तस्याम् आहूत्यै सोमो राजा सम्भवते पर्जन्यो वा अग्निः गौतम तस्य संवत्सर एव समित अभ्राणि धूमः विद्युत् अर्चिः अशनिः अङ्गाराः राधुनयः विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन्नेतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः सोमगं राजानं जुह्वते तस्या आहूत्यै वृष्टिः सम्भवते अयं वै लोकः अग्निः गौतम तस्य पृथिवी एव समित अग्निः धूमः रात्रिः अर्चिः चन्द्रमा अङ्गाराः नक्षत्राणि विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन्नेतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः वृष्टिं जुह्वति तस्या आहूत्या अन्नगं सम्भवते पुरुषो वा अग्निः गौतम तस्य व्याप्तमेव समित प्राणो धूमः वाक् अर्चिः चक्षु अङ्गाराः श्रोत्रं विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन्नेतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवा अन्नं जुह्वति तस्या आहूत्यै रेतः सम्भवते योषा वा अग्निः गौतम तस्या उपस्थ एव समित लोमानि धूमः योनिः अर्चिः यदन्तः करोति ते अङ्गाराः अभिनन्दा विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन्नेतस्मिन्नग्नौ देवाः रेतो जुह्वति तस्या आहूत्यै पुरुषः सम्भवते स जीवति यावज्जीवति अथ यदा म्रियते अत एनम् अग्नये हरन्ति तस्य अग्नेः एव अग्निः भवति समित समित धूमो धूमः अर्चिरर्चिरि अर्चिः अङ्गारा अङ्गाराः विस्फुलिङ्गाः विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन्नेतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः पुरुषं जुह्वते तस्या आहूत्यै पुरुषो भास्वरवर्णः सम्भवते ते य एवमेतत् विदुः ये चामी अरण्ये श्रद्धागं सत्यमुपासते ते अर्चिः अभिसम्भवन्ति अर्चिषः अहरह्नः आपूर्यमाण पक्षम् आपूर्यमाण पक्षादियान् षण्मासान् उदङ्गादित्य एति मासेभ्यः देवलोकं देवलोकादादित्यम् आदित्याद्वैद्युतं तान् वैद्युतान् पुरुषो मानस एति एत्या ब्रह्मलोकान् गमयते ते तेषु ब्रह्मलोकेषु पराः परावतः वसन्ते तेषां न पुनरावृत्तिः अत ये यज्ञेन दानेन तपसा लोकान् जयते ते धूमम् अभिसम्भवन्ते धूमाद् रात्रिगं रात्रेः अभक्षीयमाणपक्षाद् यान् षण्मासान् दक्षिणादित्ये एति मासेभ्यः पितृलोकं पितृलोकात् चन्द्रं ते चन्द्रं प्राप्य अन्नं भवन्ति तागंस्तत्र देवा यथा सोमगं राजानम् आप्यायस्व अवक्षीयस्व इति एवमेन अगं तत्र भक्षयन्ति तेषां यदा तत्पर्यवैत्थं त्वैति अथ इमम् एव आकाशम् अभिनिष्पद्यन्ते आकाशाद्वायुं वायोः वृष्टिं वृष्टेः पृथिवीं ते पृथिवीं प्राप्य अन्नं भवन्ति ते पुनः पुरुषाग्नौ हूयन्ते ततो योषाग्नौ जायन्ते ते लोकान् प्रति उत्थायिनः त एवमेव अनुपरिवर्तन्ते अत एतौ पन्थानौ न विदुः ते कीटाः पतङ्गाः यदिदं दन्तशूखम् ॐ शान्ति इति द्वितीयं ब्राह्मणम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ओमत श्रीकृष्ण यजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते अथ प्रथमा शिक्षावल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः ॐ शान्तिमन्त्रः शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अदैकादशोऽनुवाकः ॐ वेदमनूच्याचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सेः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयं तथैति ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्तविचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Congrats for those who are very regular to listen to these Upanishads, chant the mantras. They can understand, accept that lot of punyam they are doing, lot of basement they are making for their own building of spiritual life, spiritual sadhana, spiritual evolution. Let all other activities find their own time and importance, but let us not compromise with our regular dose of Swadhyaya Adhenam, that also Brahma Vidya, that too through the Upanishads and also with Bhagwan Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. And this in turn, slowly and steadily, equips us with the required maturity and understanding. May we all that way, as long as Ishvara Lord wants, without ourselves becoming an obstruction, continue this pursuit of studying our Shastras. Today, before we take up our 11th Anuvaka and complete it. The simple thought is what? This is how the crux and essence of all Adhyatmika sadhanas we have to understand as. Keep always in the mind, become aware of it. Only there are three things. One theory, second is called practical, third is called as experience. So, these are the only three things which in spirituality or even our day to day life we have to do. Theoretically, we have to become masters. Take your own time, give your own brains, ask the gurus, study Shastra, come what may, by all means and reasons conducted, become pakka in the theory. It can be about the worldly achievements also, theory. You want Artha Purushartha, theory should be clear. Ki how does Artha Purushartha is gained? You want Kama Purushartha, we must very clearly know the Siddhanta, how that is obtained. So too, the Dharma Purushartha, how it is attained, we must know. So too, the Jnana Gamya Moksha Purushartha also, Siddhanta, we must clearly know, and it needs lot of time. In this theory, key the conviction about the self alone as a reality, ultimate. Other than the self, how much ever realistically it is appearing, it is not so real. Not only not so real, it is only projection and imagination. Not even that, it's not there at all. What is there is Paramatma alone. How this is achieved, how this conviction is gained, that is called is the effort for theoretical maturity or perfection, which is very, very, very essential. We listen in the class, that is good. But then, are we fully thorough convinced about the Siddhantam? Just like in Vyavahara also, Siddhantam should be pakka. So, the theoretical knowledge regarding the Satyatva of the Atma Vastu, the Lakshana of the Atma Vastu, and then the Maya, and how the Maya Shakti is projecting the Vishwa, which is actually non existing, on the Atma Vastu. The same Maya has both its aspects of Bandhanam and Moksham. Which aspect of Maya is causing Bandhanam? What is the nature of Bandhanam? And which aspect of Maya is causing the moksham? What is its involvement? The moksha giving aspect of Maya, what is it like? It's called as Vidya. Vidya also, Shastra Vidya, Guru, all of them are part of Maya only. But they are all called Vidya Maya. That helps us to get liberated. The Sattva Guda is Vidya Maya through which the Upasana, Jnanam done and moksham is gained. The Rajas Tamas is Avidya Maya, which not only never allows us to go near to the truth, but it sustains or strengthens the reality given to the Upadhi, and it forces us into going to that. Thereafter, the Tamo Guna, nothing but it exhausts us, gets us tired, and we go into that Nidra. So this is called Avidya Maya's work. Vidya Maya is where the Sattva then Guru Upasadanam, Guru Sharanagati, Shravanam from the Guru, all this Vidya Maya. So we have to become minimum these aspects very clear in our theory. Atma Swarupa, Sarvavyapakatva of the Atma Vastu, and the Atma Swarupa is Satchidanandam. This has to be theoretically, we have to become Pakka. And also, in essential nature, I am that self. ये theory भी हमको होना है. And because of undue importance given to the upadhi, that I am now living life of jiva bhava, which is not necessary, which is a dukkha swarup, dukkha rupa. This theory also we should be clear. Then the upadhi tadatmyam, how we have to get out of the aham mama mahyam relation with the upadhi, that siddhanta also we have to be very pakka. That's why that siddhanta grahanam, Vedanta siddhanta grahanam takes some lives. So, but that theory must be pakka. We are doing that through our everyday study in all the 5 classes. What we are doing is the siddhanta about bandha moksha. What is the moksha and what is bandhanam? How this moksha to be gained? Before that, how we are bound? like in that Viveka Chudamani, how beautifully the 7 prashnas were asked by the Shishya. The Shishya is none other than Bhagavan Adi Shankara only. In those 7 prashna, the entire things to be known, Bhagavan has put there. And answer to those 7 questions is the entire Vivek Chudamani text of those 550, 60 verses. Those 7, if they are understood and practiced, then the moksha comes. So Siddhanta Jnanam in that entire Vivek Chudamani is given. So too in all Upanishads Ityadi, the Bandha Moksha Siddhanta is given. So ko nama bandha kathamesha agataha katham pratisthasya katham vimoksha ko savanatma paramah ka atma tayor vivekah kathametadhuchyata. को नाम बंध कौन है बंधन क्या है बंधन कथमेश आगता वेयर फ्रॉम इट केम कथम प्रतिष्ठा व्हाई इट इज कंटिन्यूड कथम विमोक्ष हाउ टू गेट लिबरेटेड फ्रॉम इट कोसावनात्मा हु इज दिस अनात्मा वी जस्ट नाउ सेड परमः का आत्मा व्हाट इज दैट परमात्मा तयोर विवेक कथम हाउ द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन देम टू बी डन एतद उच्यता प्लीज टेल दिस सर देन द डिसाइपल को गुरु महाराज एक एक प्रश्न का उत्तर देते हैं. All this is theory. Please remember, Siddhantam. And we have to be more scholarly in the sense, research oriented in the sense, what do you say, more applying ourselves, more sincere, serious we have to be in trying to gain the Siddhanta Jnanam because the further entire sadhana depends on this. है ना? अचार कैसे लगाना है? You will do all that later. First, the Siddhanta Jnanam should be there. बड़ी आशा कोई सब्जी चावल दाल बनाना है. All practice is secondary. पहले तो सिद्धांतम. Where is the place where सिद्धांत can be devalued or postponed? बढ़िया घर बनाना है तो पहले सिद्धांतम. Theory. How that house is made. All that. In the same way, we have to become little more sincere, serious and deep. And in their seriousness, sincerity, depth is what? Any knowledge we are gaining of Vedanta, we have to look it for ourselves. मतलब अपने आप को उसमें इन्वॉल्व करते हुए अपने लिए ऐसे मानकर उसको सिद्धांत ज्ञान को पकड़ना है. Like when I am discussing about bandhanam, I must know that I am discussing about this bandhanam which I am going through. अदरवाइज उसका उतना मजा नहीं आता, फायदा नहीं होता. वी आर जस्ट स्टडिंग अबाउट सम बॉन्डेज टू समबडी एल्स एज इफ इन व्यवहार इट कैन बी डन कि यू आर कुकिंग फूड फॉर समवन एंड इफ आर अ शेफ इन द होटल यू कुक फॉर 1000 यू डोंट ईट. बट इन वेदांत इट इज टोटली ऑपोजिट. इफ आई एम डिस्कसिंग ए टॉपिक ऑफ बंधनम इट इज अबाउट माय ओन बंधनम. If I am discussing about the topic of moksha, it is about my moksha. This my aspect has to come. If I am discussing about jiva bhava, it is I, the jiva which I am going through. If I am talking about the upadhi, it is my own upadhi. This I and my, if it is not brought, it is not a Vedanta. And many of us forget this. Therefore, all theory remains only as theory, as if it has nothing to do with us. And we have nothing to do with that. So we have to see to it that in and through everything we are using or relating all of that to us only. If we are talking about avidya, it's my avidya. If I am talking about qualification, it is my qualification. If I am talking about antakarana shuddhi, it is my own antakarana, which is called as the layer of thoughts, which is shuddha, means active alert, same time not agitated, so to not dull-witted with impurity. Impurity tamoguna less, agitation rajaguna less, calm quite dynamic sattoguna. This is the quality of a pure antakarana. My antakarana I am talking about. I have to reach to that stage. In this way, everything we have to talk. So too when you do yoga sadhana, it is I who have to do the nirodha of my own vrittis of chitta, my chitta. So too I am doing karma yoga, it is I who am involving in the dharma karma, in the spirit of karma yoga, in which Yajna Bhavana is there, whose roots are do everything without expecting. It is I who have to study about Chittavritti Nirodha, okay, of the Bhakti Sadhana. The Navadha Bhakti, किसको कौन क्या कह रहा है? Did we so far, whatever number of study, Shastra studied, have we related ourselves with them? This is a big, big question. Very important. Like when you go to doctor for the health, it is my health. My body is health. So I ask him, he tests it and he tells this is a problem, this is the treatment and all. So to first is theory. Be thorough in theory. Give as much time, interest as possible, and theory demands both three exercises of coming and listening in the class, doing your own swadhyaya at home, and slowly becoming contemplative. In that contemplative mood only, the Siddhanta becomes Pakka. What is the Siddhanta? Only three things. What is Moksham, what is Bandham, how to achieve that Moksha from Bandhana. Then comes second one, the most crucial one, the practice aspect of it. Everything again after theory is a practice. Some practices are at the Upadhi level, some practices are at the Chaitanya Atma level. In the Chaitanya Atma level, it is more and more ascertaining that I am that Chaitanya Atma Swarupa. At the Upadhi level, more and more detaching from the Upadhi of all the Ahamta Mamata with that. Like yesterday we saw in the evening class, by maintaining as much as possible the Sakshi Bhava. Like I have a disease, very painful. So I go to doctor. The treatment is given. I am going through the treatment. All these are part of Yavahara. But why don't we bring sadhana there? We should bring. What is the sadhana? To all this happening, we are a Sakshi. We are actually a Sakshi. I am a Sakshi Chaitanya. Yesterday we saw Sri Naraji while telling to Ram Bhagavan and all. So, if we can maintain that with the in and through our day's activities, then we are able to do that Upadhi Yukta. Upadhi ho se ek hi karna hai. I am only the witness of it. More than that, I have no expectation from it, attachment from it. But I have a responsibility for the Upadhis, both for doing my outer dharma to become qualified inside, so to go near to Paramatma. That is my kartavya. Only that much with the upadhi. Till I reach the self. As I am reaching to the self, even that also is given up with the upadhi. So this is called practical thing. You have to keep on doing. Till we get to experience. Again, the experience of everything. So the theory Viveka heard, understood. Practical Viveka done. Experience of Viveka I must have. Theory, Vairagya, understood. Practice, Vairagya, done. Experience of Vairagya, I must have. So, to theory of Yamanimar, Shamadamadi, Sadgunas, which is called Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada, the Shamadhi Shatka Sampada. So, theory, yeah. Understood, sir? Understood. Practice, yeah. You must experience. I must experience. Shama means my mana is fully under my own control. Like that Chuha in front of Ganapati. It is only looking at Ganapati, not to the Laddu. So too, this Chuha of my mind is only waiting for my orders. It has not its own choice or freedom or licentiousness to go into any of the perceptions through the senses or its own imagination or projections or its own sentiments or emotions. None of these things are happening at the mind level by its own choice. It is only looking at me and ready to receive my orders. This is called as the Shama that we have to experience. So to Indriya Nigraha Dama. So to natural withdrawal. Such a sensitive, subtlest personality that we are there, but only to the extent what we are required. More than that, no involvement. That's called as the Uparati. So to Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshutvam. The most beautiful thing to be experienced is mumukshutva. Experiencing mumukshutva, not moksha. Moksha aayega hi baad mein. But mumukshutva experience means there's a burning desire in me that I want to get freed from all the limitations. Limitations are to me as jiva. Jiva bhava is because of upadhi. I want to be free from that. That mumukshita anubhuti. The example of that is what? Now, when you have a very urgent work toward the end of the class, how do you feel for the class to get closed and you get up and go for that thing? That feeling is called mumukshata. Anywhere we are bound in a flight or bus or train, तो कितना जल्दी डेस्टिनेशन पहुंच कर उतर के वहां से, don't you feel that? That is called as feeling mumuksha. In the same way, I am bound by upadhis as jiva. I just want to get out of it. That experience of mumukshata is very deep, very tough it is. Shama, mumukshata, experiencing is very, very tough. Total control of the mind, and within me, I am seeker of liberation from all bondages. To come to that level is great. Then only such person goes to the Guru. Such disciple, sir, I got that deep, intense mumukshata. I want to be freed from all upadhis. Then the Guru says, but you are always the self only. So this is how, this Mahavakya, this is how the Pada Arthas, this is how the Vacha Lakshartha, then drop the Vachartha. On the base of the Lakshartha, theoretically you understand that oneness between those words, then be on the seat of contemplation to reach. Then the Shravanam is experienced after mumukshata. Then mananam is done and experienced. What is Shravanam? That is a theory. Doing the Shravanam, practical, experiencing the Shravanam. At the highest level, if the Shravanam is experienced thereafter, at that level, we can see every moment seated in our own heart. The Guru Tattva and Guru Maharaj is going on giving us Upadesha. That you are not this, you are this, you are not that, you are this. And we are able to listen that in the heart. There is no other Guru outside. That is called the height of Shravana. Is it not? Height of Shravana, where the Upadesha is given continuously. Like once in a while, our own higher intellect gives Upadesha to our own lower mind. In the same way, seated in the heart, Guru is giving the Upadesha that you are not the Upadhi Ityadi. This is called as the height of Shravanam. There only again, Guru is giving Upadesha. I involve in my own Mananam. Shravanam is somebody telling me I am listening. Mananam is I myself involving in trying to find the reality in that. एक्सपीरियंस करना है कि मेरे अंदर जो सुना हूं उस बात का मनन कॉन्शियसली चल रहा है. Then comes the third level of nididhyasanam. No vagueness, no ambiguity, no confusion. I know I am nididhyasana. What I have understood through contemplation, though I have understood through contemplation, still there are some viparita bhavanas are there that I am still contrarily only experiencing myself as upadhi. So cutting that many lives and long standing way of living life like upadhi, trying to cut that after the theoretical knowledge is very thoroughly gained, that's called nididhyasanam. Ni means nishchayana, dhi means buddhi, dhyasana means focusing on what the buddhi has got convinced about, that I am Atma. So I am self, why I am living as body? Why am I thinking as body? I am not the body, I am not the upadhis. When I have clearly understood entire world is projection, how come again I am giving to reality to that projection? In this way, in that nididhyasanam, the vyatireka is done of the upadhi, and in nididhyasanam then what we studied in the class about the self, sat and chit and ananda. Pakad ke rakhna usko. In the Anvaya sadhana, we hold on to Satchidananda, Artha. And when that is done for a long period of time, then that becomes an experience. Ki I am that. So in this way, in Vyavahara also, in spiritual life also, in the pursuit of any other goal also, Dharmartha Kam Moksha में पहले theory, सिद्धांत, पक्का. but that won't be sufficient. The due sadhana practice everyone will have to do. Sadhana also calls for lot of sacrifices, lot of patience, lot of invoking special abilities, strengths through variety of upasanas, bhakti, and all of that. You know what we studied in Bhagavad recently? All the upasargas come from Kaya Uttopasarga. How many sadhanas we are told? All those 8, 9, 10 we have to do to keep us on the track healthily with all inspiration and energy. That is the aspect of while doing practical sadhana of what we understood theory. बहुत tough होता है वो. It will sometime though demoralize so much that we may give up the sadhana and go. That's what again Uddhavji said yesterday. Ki tanmaya vihanneta. Yoga karma vihi maninaha. Those who don't have devotion, they will be hit by this maya. They give up sadhana only because all these preparations are done. So practically करने के समय बहुत 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 मेहनत करना पड़ता है. Anything. When you made a house plan theory, very interesting. अच्छा था, वो भी मुश्किल था, but then lot of things, send it for municipal permission, they did not permit, for some things less, again you applied, again they said you have not left sufficient place, all the 4 directions for the road कर दिया. Then they say still your plinth area is more, then they say you have made a 7-storied plan in this area, because of these reasons only 4 are allowed, change it. Theory takes time. But then after that, the practical, there are some places, the land is so क्या है ना, marshy inside. Because of it being little lower, water of the whole town comes there. वो तब तक पता नहीं चलता जब ये घर बनाने के लिए जमीन को खोदता है. Then you see कि how much struggle they have to do to build such a strong cement concrete pillar bigger than the building inside. I have seen all that. Tough होता है वो. I have seen 2-3 places. And one thing I saw was lands were sliding from the mountain. So to protect from that land sliding to that ashram, ऐसे पहाड़ है, पहाड़ के नीचे आश्रम है, तो कभी भी लैंड इतना मोटा तगड़ा वाला, मे बी आई कैन से 3 feet or even more than that. More than fertile, that much of the compound wall is made, digging to deep into the earth. And the whole building costed some 20 lakhs, compound wall costed 40 lakhs. Because the landslide हुआ तो बचाना है. So I was watching that concreting it, cementing it, उसमें जो iron कर रहे थे, so then only it will stand too. I'm telling, building is so tough, difficult. Then you have to ensure curing is done, everything is stronger and all, etc. In the same way, practically when we do, it is so tough, but उसमें immerse होना चाहिए. याद रखो एक आध बात को, once we come to spiritual sadhana, till the goal is reached, we should not stop. It may be some life's distance, it may be calling for a lot of effort. Okay, we should not give up. Don't come back again to the worldly level of moha and maya, taking this as real, like anybody else, doing papa punya, going through swarga naraka swarga. एक बार ले लिया हमने साधना आध्यात्मिक को, किसी भी कीमत कारण पर नहीं छोड़ना. इट इज आवर चॉइस. If you do pararthana upasana, गुरु कृपा विल स्ट्रेंथन. इट्स ओके, दैट होता ही रहेगा, बट खुद को भी महसूस होना है. अदरवाइज द डेविल माइंड सेज, मैंने कहा ना साधना मुश्किल है, मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ ना, let us go back to the worldly enjoyment, they're all waiting for you, they're so eager for you, it was so beautiful, you yourself so many times went through that, you only claimed that it is so maja, why are you giving it up, why are you unnecessarily sitting for hours together for this useless meditation and all. The mind will tell. कोई दूसरा बंधु मित्र तो नहीं हमको अपने मन के अलावा. बंधु मित्र एंड शत्रु, दिस शत्रु mana will tell us, and yielding to that we go back into the worldliness. In such a good height we reached of regularly attending Upanishads, and also the listening made it such a habit that the information started entering into the intellect or the heart. That time mind tells us to go away and we stop coming or listening. जो अब तक हमने फायदा हुआ किया, आगे बढ़े थे, all that is wasted. दिस मना शत्रु नेवर लीव्स. वो अगेन अगेन सेस, मैंने कहा ना तुमको मुश्किल है. आई टोल्ड यू नो द गुरु विल स्कोल्ड यू. आई टोल्ड यू नो दिस इज द टफनेस एंड ऑल. द माइंड विल से आई टोल्ड. If you give a chance to that, it will pull us. So a spiritual seeker, along with these three things of theory, practice, experience, always keep in mind that till the experience comes while doing sadhana, which is very tough, has to maintain his own personally made inspiration to continue on the path. Like I am there. Who is there for me? Practically, see nobody. Then who will inspire me to be on the sadhana? Nobody. It's me only. So even if I am with 10 people, those 10 people do different things, talk different things. That's okay. That's all vyavahara. But what is my goal? What I have to pursue? Again, I am personal. मैं अकेला हूँ या दुकेला हूँ या 100 लोगों के साथ हूँ. इस मुझे पक्का होना है कि आई एम साधक. आई विल नॉट लीव दैट. That way, keep on strengthening it. That strengthening that I am seeker, I have to reach out alone makes us cross one by one step. No other way. So, in this way, pakka in theory and very firm and strong in practice till the experience comes. These three TPE, theory, practical, experience, we have to always remember in life and make them very pakka in our life. Thank you. So, we have seen in our 11th Anuvaka up to this point कि अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात्. Let us straight away come to this point. So we have studied, understood, and now almost established in all these things. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, all that we are doing. But there are some places where we are, or some situations where we are. Either we don't remember the Shruti, or the Shruti book is not in our hands, or book is there, we are studying, but still the clarity has not come regarding karma and vrutta. Karma is outer action, vritti is inner decision. There has come a vichikitsa, a dilemma, a confusion, a doubt. So, with confusion, doubt, dilemma, if you do something, the doing will not be joyful. The result will always be in a doubts. Therefore, what to do? That is what is said here. To be safe. Because, see, the grace of Guru Maharaj, even after giving almost all hints and principles or instructions of living, even this also is not sparing. If at all any confusion happens, अच्छा confusion था इसलिए मैं fail हो गया. Even in the situation of confusion, you should not fail. There is a means even to be successful even at that junction. कर्म विचिकित्सा वृत्त विचिकित्सा में भी आप फेल नहीं हो सकते, विजय पा सकते हैं. हाउ? देयर एट दैट टाइम द ग्रेट पीपल आर देयर, द मास्टर्स आर देयर who are again living that type of life. Copy them. Whatever they do, you do. For any clarification, ask them, they tell you. But main thing is yatha te tatra varteran tatha tatra varteta. As they do the bartav or vyavahar or vartanam, you do that, you are safe. You know, this is how ना स्विमिंग में या कोई डूब गया बोट, आता ही नहीं स्विमिंग, दूसरा तैर रहा है. अब वो जैसा कर रहा है तो ब्लाइंडली वैसा करो, बचकर बाहर आने का चांस है. There are two people. I am drowning, let's say. There are two others. One also drowning like me, other is swimming. So I have a karma vichikitsa, vrutta vichikitsa. क्या करूं बाहर? This fellow is hitting the hands and legs ऊपर नीचे. करते जाओ. That water will not ask, अरे तुमने जाकर वो swimming training तो नहीं लिया. I will not allow you to swim. The water will not say. If you follow that thing blindly, you will be able to reach to the shores. Is it not? All medications works on that principle only. That we don't have any knowledge about the medicine. But that Brahmana, the doctor, and other patients, they say, a good doctor, this medicine he gave me, I also took it, it helped me. So that Brahmana, whatever he says, we follow, we come out of the problem. Therefore, as much it is important for us to do sadhana with our own conviction as given by our Guru and Shastra, so much also important in cases of emergency to take the expert's guidance and opinion. All in all, we have to be safe in our doings of outer karma and safe there in our successes. Result of that outer karma is inner purity. Inner purity is leading to contemplation. In the contemplation, we slowly, first theoretically, then by being a sakshi, finally through experience, we get established in the Atmavastu. That is a later on portion. तो यहाँ तो any कर्म विचिकित्सा वृत्त विचिकित्सा. Mainly the karma is Shrauteshu Smarteshu Karmasu. We have explained that. Vichikitsa Vasyat. Then you have to approach a person and what he does you do. And what are the qualities of that person are the 5 or 6 things given. Yesterday we started discussing that. First, ye tatra brahmanaha. So a brahmana means a cultured, a dignified, a responsible, and the one who belongs to a tradition, who respects elders, who studied Shastra, whose life is full of Niyamanishta. He is called as Brahmana. And there are such people all over the world, may not be in big quantity, 1 or 2, that is enough for us. हमको तो प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए फॉलो करने के लिए एक बंदा चाहिए और मिल ही जाएगा आपको. तो Brahmana, born in a very good noble family, having all the noble traits, etc. First Brahmanaha. Then second is Sammarshinaha. Sammarshina means what? Who are having that exhaustive inquiry ability of pros and cons before deciding and doing something. Or they have decided they are doing, which we have to follow, but the decision they got into only after Sammarshanam. Not an external imaginary conclusion, but they have done the Vichara Vimarsha. That's the glory of the buddhi given to human being, that when that is used, as much we are seeing the scientific discoveries are done by the usage of the buddhi, same way the buddhi, if it is used, it can go deep in detail to clearly understand what is good or bad, what is right or wrong, what to do or not to do. Only उस बुद्धि को हमने सड़ा दिया because we never used it. For us, the senses and mind are swamis. Whatever they tell, we do. दिमाग को हमने ऐसे rusted कर दिया. But then if it is sharpened and utilized, it can unambiguously give us clarity. See, after all, Paramatma is in our own heart. He himself is expressing through Buddhi, and every Mahatma, every Shastra is given by Paramatma only. So that same Paramatma in my heart, so all the Jnana of Shastra is potentially in me only, in my own Buddhi. I need not study any Shastras. Shastras are the writings of a Jnani's Anubhava and Buddhi only, no? There is no knowledge not possible to any human being in the entire universe. Because all the knowledge is in Atma through Buddhi. Everyone has Atma Vastu in us and Buddhi in us. But the Buddhi got blunt or rusted, therefore we have never. But if it is utilized, unambiguously the clarity comes. The one who has done it called as Sammarshinaha. Samyak Marshakiya. Marshanam, Vimarshanam. The Marshanam means doing Mananam Chintanam. And that Samyak Marshanam is what? We can think about how to destroy also a thing. But we can think about how to construct or make a thing. So too, we can do the Marshanam of how to destroy a person. But we can also think about how to help a person. So the Sammarshana means with a view of helping. The one who has done exhaustive inquiry, therefore ready with the answer which he himself is practicing. That's called Sammarshana. वेरी कॉन्शियस बन जाओ सुनने के लिए इस बात को. Many people negatively think and how to destroy and that ideas they give. Some of them इससे फायदा होना है ऐसा वाला विचार करके देते हैं. Sammarshina. Some of them what? Neutrally they do. We have nothing to gain or lose. उनसे भी फायदा नहीं है. Sammarshi हमको होना चाहिए. See, in every product being produced, there are both ways. Sammarshi means what? I am producing this medicine for the cure of people. Generally, at the production level, Sammarsha only happens. But later on, while using it, etc., more than Sammarsha, there is only how much I get profit is there. जनरली ना जो निर्माण करता है जिसका उसके दिल में इससे कैसा सबको फायदा होगा वही थॉट होता है. लेटर ऑन वाले जो मार्केटिंग वाले आते हैं ना देयर फोकस इज ओनली ऑन बेनिफिट सेल्फिशनेस. लाइक ए किसान किसान को कैसे ये खेत जोत कर ये सब फसल करके सबका भूख मिटाना है. His thought is there only. बेचारा day in and day out he does it. Sammarsha. But the moment the rice paddy produced, then the ones who buy from him and all, their idea more than that is money. More than what? Let this good rice go to good people, or let the rice be always good, reach to the people, or let the consumers be happy. That thought is less than I must get profits. That's why hera fairy hota hai wahan. Either they give the second, third rate quality or they give best quality but charge for it a lot. In both cases, the selfishness is the goal. That's not sammarsha. The whole world should be sammarsha. Every one of us only should think in what the good or best lies. Only that we have to do. If the sammarsha is done, all these atomic bombs, too much of beyond limited industrialization will not be there. Which is becoming a threat to the entire globe now. Is it not? The amount of industrialization or all the scientific things are making Earth now in a dilemma. अर्थ क्या होगा पता ही नहीं चल रहा अब. सम्मर्शा करने वाले ऋषि मुनि लोग ये सब कर सकते थे लेकिन उन्होंने नहीं किया बिकॉज देयर सम्मर्शा. एनीवे ट्राई टू टेल यू द मीनिंग ऑफ सम्मर्शिनः. Those who are thinkers exhaustively, deeply, because their minds are Brahminic minds, and all their thinking is only with one goal. Whatever the decision comes, how it helps everybody. Badhiya. I love this particular qualification, Sammarshinaha. Okay, we have seen this one. Then Sammarshinaha means Vicharakshamaha. That's what we explained exhaustively. Third one, Yuktaha. Yuktaha means what? Both meanings. Abhiyuktaha karmani vrutteva. They themselves are practically doing it. Not that only they say कि हमने डिस्कवर किया theoretically ये आपको फायदेमंद होगा. No, no, no. Practically. कि what is that? Yuktaha, abhiyuktaha karmani or vrutteva. They themselves are in that karma and vritti. Like when I go to shops, anything to buy. Just मजाक में ही but थोड़ा उसका फायदा भी है. So if I have to buy a cooking oil, I don't know मेरे को क्या इतना है. So I ask the shop owner only, which oil you use at home? Then they tell, then I ask the reason. Cost factor will be there, quality factor will be there. So sometimes they are poor, not so rich, so their point of attention is cost. So less cost है हम इसलिए इसको लेते हैं. Others can afford, so though cost is more, quality is good, so we buy it. Then what is the medium? Quality is also okay, cost is okay. ये लीजिएगा. So that means what? Karmani, and then krutteva abhiyuktaha. So I asked them. The other day I went for shop. There were 20 things were there. BMW wale, Vartamajinevakar. I asked her, which one you use at home, Amma? That Amma told, this I use in the and it is working. So, and in many, if you go to nowadays shops or markets, especially the super bazaars, they don't know ki what they are selling because they themselves have not used it. मेरे को नहीं पता. Even when I go to a hotel somewhere to get some, I ask them कि did you eat that? तुम्हारे यहाँ कौन सा अच्छा होता? तुमने खाया कि नहीं बताओ. नहीं नहीं हम खिलाते नहीं खाते. So one or two say yeah it's good. So idea is what not only the theory discovers, but they themselves are practically doing that. Then that gives us inspiration, is it not? So yuktaha karmani vritteva themselves are abhiyuktaha karmani vritteva. Practically they are doing. So brahmanaha sammarshinaha yuktaha. Three, okay. Next one word ayuktaha. Yesterday we saw that apara prayuktaha. They are not under any inner and outer force or compulsion or involved in that thing. They are not a selfish brand or sold out brand. मतलब अपने वैल्यूज के कारण अपने ज्ञान के कारण जीने वाले, नॉट कि कोई मेटेरियल प्रॉस्पेरिटी और प्रॉफिट के कारण और कोई कहा वो कर रहे हैं, और आउट ऑफ फियर आल्सो. दैट्स कॉल्ड एज अपर प्रयुक्ता. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इन लाइफ. Under the influence of someone because we want something from them or we are afraid of them is very destructive. फिर अपना दिमाग कभी काम नहीं करेगा. Our country got into the hands of the Britishers or Mughals only because of this. That we became lalachi for the in modern things they were giving us everything. Therefore, we started giving secrets of our own friendly kings to others, those enemies. इस तरह से एक एक राज्य को लोगों ने डिवाइड करके अपनाते हुए they were becoming rulers for such a long period of time. है ना, जो रिश्वतखोर होते हैं अपने स्वार्थ के लिए, वो लोग तो टुडे वी विल सी ना विदर नीति आल्सो पूरे देश और धर्म को भी बेचने को तैयार. सच ए डिस्ट्रक्टिव फेलोस should not be spared only, in fact. At the extreme level we are talking. At every level it is not allowed, but that is very dangerous. Selling the secrets of our nation, our all the army and ammunition उसके बारे में नो बताते हैं. बहुत भयंकर पाप है वो, पैसे के वास्ते. तो अपर प्रयुक्ता है इज व्हाट indigenous he is in his decision application, never afraid of anyone to follow his conviction, nor is sold out his character or anything for any temporary external profits. In short, he is not a person of the objects or comforts or bhoga, but is a person of principles. जो व्यक्ति प्रिंसिपल्स को पकड़ता है वो किसी से द्वारा खरीदा नहीं जाता है. जो खरीदा जाता है उसको कोई लाइफ में प्रिंसिपल्स नहीं है पकड़ने को. आयुक्ता मीन्स दोज पीपल who hold on to principles. Nowadays, these people are very less. Even if you are there, they have few principles only. One or two they do. But life, every moment filled with the convinced principles to reach to the goal. They are the one who reach to the goal very fast. But sticking to the principles selected or given is so tough because of so many temptations, so many fears of insecurities कि हम छोड़ देते हैं उन सिद्धांतों को. Very tough. And unseen problems come, unknown problems come. Yet stuck to the principles, it's a great person. Ayuktaha is that. So Brahmanaha, Sammarshinaha, Yuktaha, Ayuktaha. Next one is what most cute, sweet one, Alukshaha. Alukshaha means Arukshaha. Okay, Alukshaha means Arukshaha means what? Akrura Matayaha. Whose mind intellect has so sensibility and sensitivity of doing well only or good only to all, not even little of krurata of any reason. See, ममता के कारण क्रूरता होता है कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट मुझे नहीं मिला, अहंकारकता के कारण क्रूरता होता है कि मेरा बात उन्होंने नहीं माना, है ना. अहम ममा लीड्स टू दैट क्रूएलिटी. क्रूरता, क्रूयल. The cruel word came from the krurata Sanskrit only. So alukshaha is arukshaha is akrura swabhavaha. No krurata. The opposite of it is soft, tender, kind, and loving in heart, in the mind, in the expression, whether through action or words or the looks or even touch. और ये भी एक दिव्य सद्गुण है जीवन में. अलूक्ष होना चाहिए हमको, अरूक्ष होना चाहिए. Why should we be cruel in our स्वभाव to hurt others? क्या मिलने वाला है उससे अदर देन accumulating some more sin or पाप. देखो हमेशा एक पाप के ना दो पाप फल होते हैं. लाइक आई हैव विथ क्रुएलिटी कर्स्ड समवन, हर्ट सम. तो हर्टिंग का एनीवे ही गॉट हर्ट ना, उसका तो पाप मिलेगा ही. बट एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग आई एम एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी सॉफ्ट. एज ए वाइज पर्सन आई एम एक्सपेक्ट टू बी काइंड. एज एन इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन आई एम सपोज टू बी कंपैशनेट. I have not done that. I invoked the cruelty in me. That is also one sin. मेरे अंदर क्रूरता को आने देना एक पाप है, उसका प्रदर्शन करना दूसरा पाप. एवरीथिंग समथिंग लाइक झूठ. मन में आना झूठ एक पाप, बाहर उसको व्यक्त करना दूसरा. डबल धमाका वाला पाप होता है वो. वी शुड नॉट. So alukshaha, arukshaha, akrura svabhavaha. Krurata is wherein we are cherishing the harm done to others, the loss to the others, the dukkha to the others. That is sadistic mentality. The krura svabhava. Bhavare. Bhayankaram it is. Nirdayi. Those who don't have sensitivity for others dukkha, they are called krura svabhava. देर आर लाइक राक्षस. वो लोग फिर टेररिस्ट बनते हैं, किसी को मारने को तैयार होते हैं, अपने लोगों को ही मारेंगे. देन फॉर देम किलिंग एनिमल्स थाउजेंड्स इन नंबर एवरी डे इज ओनली अ खेल. सी दैट द एंटायर क्लान और जात. वी द हिंदूस आल्सो आर बिकमिंग लाइक दैट. क्रूर स्वभाव. फॉर द सेक ऑफ ईटिंग, किलिंग द एनिमल्स. Remember, you are not directly killing, but you are eating. For your eating, that fellow is killing. So that killer will be less punished than you, the eater. He is doing it as profession. The eater gets more pain. That also for the bhoga, destroying all sattvikata in the mind, becoming rakshasa. देखो आहार शुद्ध हो सत्व शुद्धि. रिमेंबर, शुद्ध आहार है तो ही स्वस्थता भी होगा, अंतःकरण भी शुद्ध होगा. ऑल दीज नोबल वैल्यूज आर अपीलिंग. स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज एंटर्स, भक्ति भावना कम्स. ऑल दैट कम ओनली व्हेन द अंतःकरण इज सात्विक, शुद्ध. शुद्ध सत्व अंतःकरण का शुद्ध आहार से होता है. आहार इज थ्रू ऑल सेंस ऑर्गन्स, बट मेनली थ्रू द माउथ, द फूड वी ईट. Eating tamasic rasic food and wanting to be sattvic and come and study shastra, it will not happen. You are struggling unnecessarily. Leave this, then go. No, I want spiritual. Then slowly, not abruptly, reduce the tamasic rasic bhojanam. There's no way. You know, the bhojanam is through I also of watching all TV and all. That also is ahara. That also is destroying my manabuddhi. And not only I am becoming disturbed in a sadhana, I am becoming cruel, crooked also. Because that's what I am watching. Whether we are aware or not, all that ahara influences our vyaktitva, our response to this world. We don't know, अरे मैं ऐसा क्यों किया तुमने देखा टीवी इतने बार. Why all the criminals, killers or looters, plunderers, rapists, ये सब कैसे पैदा हो रहे हैं? They are watching all that and all their mind is filled with all this negative food. Therefore, the behavior like that. So, krurata we are discussing. Those who consume all the sattvikata, therefore the vyaktitva is sattvika. Therefore, by any means, for any reason, they are not krura. There are some Mahatmas. They say that we are not going to be angry in life. They say that day when we are angry is our last day of life. हमको that day is last day where I am not angry. जिस दिन मैं गुस्सा नहीं करूंगा उस दिन मेरा आखिरी है, जिंदगी का आखिरी दिन. वो लोग कहते हैं कि कम वाट में, बट देन गुरु महाराज की ऐसे है लोग आपके साथ. यू कम टू मी, यू टॉक टू मी, you don't be interested or involved in other things. You don't recommend me to scold those people. Some people come in the ashramas. हर तरह के लोग होते हैं funny. Then the head of the ashram is there. These people come and suggest, Maharaj, आप थोड़ा डांटो ना उनको. That Mahatma says, I have decided not to scold. If you want, you fight. You don't tell me. If you have any problem with me, tell me, I'll leave the ashram and go. I don't become a. Very tough, these principles. But not impossible. But they're joyful. विकार हेतौ सति विक्रियाम ते येषाम न चेतांसि तेव धीराः. सी काम क्रोध क्रूरता आदि विकारों को उत्पन्न करने वाले सिचुएशंस पैदा होने के बाद भी जो नहीं होते हैं, दे आर द धीर पुरुषास. धीरता इज इन दिस ओनली. All situations come to disturb the mind, yet not getting disturbed. That's the beauty. So, arukshaha, alukshaha. In all the sales departments, such people are taken. Otherwise, krura swabhava, reaction vagara. Yesterday, I had my internet problem. I called that boy, very young, कितने होगा उसके बातों से, maybe 22-23. Such a chaste English, very respectfully he spoke. I said, यार congrats, maintain this one, you will be such a head पे owner बन जाओगे तुम पूरे कंपनी का. There's no krurata, very soft. Other people, they're so harsh in their talk. They don't answer when you ask questions. Especially जो गवर्नमेंट वाले होते हैं ना, वो इतने घमंडी होते हैं, क्रूर. They don't have care. So to the owners of the house, toward the servants, the boss toward the subordinates, krura hote hain. It's a nature. You become krura, you punish that fellow, that krurata enters him, and he will punish the children at home. Those children become krura and they fight with their friends in school or college. एक chain होता है. At the top, if they are no krurata, soft, then dealing intelligently, then that percolates to next level, next level, next level. See, these are all notions. Through anger, through krurata, through strongly scolding, only we can achieve the things. It is only a notion. It's very rarely to be used. Life-saving drug it is. In general, love, kindness, education, explanation through intellect, these are the ones which work. वर्ल्ड को ऐसा बनाना है. क्रूरता को इन्वॉल्व करोगे, धृष्टता को, it becomes nature. Then even small thing also is done through क्रूरता. चाय बनाओ, बना रही हूं मैं, इतना देर क्यों, गर्म होना नहीं क्या है, सर्दी मौसम है, नहीं जानते तुम, दूध फट गया, मैं दूसरा पैकेट खोल रही हूं मैं. अरे यार, why are you बहु, why can't you talk lovingly? धृष्टता हो जाता है. Drishtata is being angry and always harsh in words. Lovingly you can ask, चाय बनाइएगा, बन रहा है जी, 2 मिनट में ला रहे हो जी. Such useless wife and husband never come to class because so loving to each other. In fact, कितनी अशांति है. मैं स्वामी जी के क्लास में जाता हूँ. Then they come here and say, hey, actually वो that is better than this one. He is talking about Vedanta, कुछ समझ नहीं आता. So arukshaha, rukshata नहीं है. Aluksha is equal to aruksha, aruksha is no rukshata, no uncruel swabhava, soft mati, akrura mataya. Then see, akrura vachakaha is not said, akrura mataya. In their mati only there is no krurata. Therefore, where the krurata starts from the buddhi. And what is the first krurata in the buddhi? I am important than others. When I am all alone, I may be important. But the moment any other person comes, the other person is important than me. This is called as Atiti Devava. It is a Hindu-Indian samskar. Sanatana Dharma mein. That is why Tvaya asanena prashvasitavyam asana danena. Give him your own asana and make him sit. Anybody comes in my life, that person is more important than me. I am important is the beginning of krurata. It's a mati. अक्रूर मतयः. मति में क्रूरता नहीं है. द फर्स्ट क्रूरता इज आई एम सेल्फिश, आई एम इंपॉर्टेंट एंड थिंग टू बी गिवन टू मी फर्स्ट. आई नीड, आई वांट फर्स्ट. दैट्स कॉल्ड क्रूर मति. मति में क्रूरता है, व्यवहार में भी वही होगा. मति में नहीं है, व्यवहार में नहीं होगा. Observe our own mind. This looking simple, but these are the most important things which mold our character, becoming qualified for spiritual evolution. नहीं तो कृपा जो भगवान गुरु का आता है ना, वो ब्लॉक होता है, ऐसे पर्सनैलिटी के अंदर नहीं जाएगा. You understood? To this personality negative, any number of grace come, it just goes out only, never enters inside. So train this to yourself and to children. We are in a group, the group is important. Full stop throughout life. Then you are soft mati. Then you act accordingly. And the reciprocation भी होता है, आज नहीं तो कल. और ये कुछ रूल्स होते हैं ना कि अच्छा या बुरा, उसका रिजल्ट रेसिप्रोकेशन आएगा आज नहीं तो कल. इसको हमेशा याद रखना. That is only awareness which makes us avoid the krurata, which makes us behave soft. My today's softness comes back to me today, tomorrow or some other time. So too my today's harshness or krurata will come back to me tomorrow or day after. Now you want krurata from the world? No. Then you don't be cruel to the world. You want the softness from the world? Yeah. You be soft. These are all. Mati means this one. With clear understanding, in the Mati only has no krurata. He is second, people are first. World is first. God is first. Parents are first. Boss is first. Office is first. Company is first. Nation is first. They are called akrura mati. मुझे सबसे पहले मिलना है. Krura mati. Even on the dining table. The one who paroses to others, then to himself is called akrura mati. खुद को डाल लिया तो क्रूर मति. There are two options. Wait for others to serve for your turn. If you want to take initiative to serve to all and you serve yourself. You serve but to yourself first. You are kruramati. The thought itself is krurata. Whatever reason. You may be the head of the family or tail of the family. अगर परोसने का लिया तो अपने आप को आखिर में परोसना है. नहीं है तो छोड़ो, फिर अपने टर्न में जो आएगा ले लो. That is called aloksha. Next, dharma kama. No, this is very important thought. Dharma kama means adrushta arthinaha akamahataha iti etat syo bhaveyoho. Just now we talked about this. Dharma kama means those who are keeping their glorious future in the mind for the sake of better glorious future, which is gained through the practice of dharma. In the present, they are ready to sacrifice artha and kama. They are called as dharma kama. That's a beautiful definition given. Adrushta arthina, not drushta arthin. It's very sensitive, subtle thought. I'll talk about it little more tomorrow. Like the mother at home, she is adrushta kama arthi. Adrushta arthi she is. What is adrushta arthi in her? She is not worried about the bhojanam, that something should be spared for her. Let everybody eat. Food is over. She has no food. But she is happy inside that they had the food nicely. That's called adrushta sukha ko chana. ये तो खाने की बात कह रहे यहाँ. But here what is said, dharma kama means what? Even in the future lives, I must have better. And that better also spiritually. For that, in present, I am ready to sacrifice artha kama. That is called as dharma kama. So, मोक्ष के लिए धर्म करना, धर्म करने के लिए अर्थ काम को छोड़ना. मोक्ष के लिए अर्हता मिलना है, qualification. That is done only through dharma. Dharma is sold out generally because of artha kama. Therefore, the one who has sacrificed artha kama, doing dharma, again dharma can result in artha kama. Not for artha kama, dharma only for moksha. That moksha is a highest experience comes after many lives. In each of life, we grow in doing spiritual sadhana through understanding. So in every life, I have to get better opportunities, better gurus, better teachings, better learnings to become more and more growing in spirituality. इसको मन में रखकर जो विचार करके करता है इज कॉल्ड धर्म काम. दैट्स व्हाई अकाम हता इति एतत्. The one who is not kama hatha is not artha hatha also, because they go together. Only when I have a lot of desires, then I need money by hook or crook. Because the money is not sufficient, I give up dharma and do adharma. Then I get bound, no moksha. See the cyclic relation of all those four. You have to get moksha purushartha. It comes through the artha. Sorry, dharma. Dharma qualifies you for that. But dharma is disturbed by artha kama. If you overvalue them. On the other hand, first thing is kamana tyaga. Therefore, artha is given up. Thus, the life is only living for dharma. That qualifies us for the moksha. So, two words are used for dharma kama syu adrushta artinaha akama hataha iti etat. Adrushta artinaha means they don't want this world's sukha and all. Like we are doing all these classes. Not for any drushta profit here. The two types of adrushta phala is what? One, in my own mind I have to have that purity, conviction about goal. This is one adrushta. Second is what? The futures of my lives, should become more spiritual. For that sake, hours together we are sitting and studying. That's called as we are sparing ourselves from the artha kama to the extent possible. Adrushtartinaha. Then akamahataha. And this akamahataha again will come to us when we do the second or third one, Ananda Mimamsa. Shrotriyasya cha akamahatasya, Shrotriyasya cha akamahatasya, akamahatasya. Many times it will be told there. The one who is Shrotriya and Akama and Brahmagnani, his Ananda is more than anybody else. That is what is the subject there. So here, if we see really again, yatra brahmanaha sammarshinaha, ye tatra brahmanaha sammarshinaha yuktaha ayuktaha arukshaha. Sixth one is dharma kamasyuhu. Not artha kama kamasyuhu, they are dharma kamas. Such people will be there definitely in this world. और ग्रेडेशन भी होता है. 2000 लोग हैं, उसमें से इन वैल्यू में सबसे बड़ा है, मतलब अच्छी तरह वैल्यू प्रैक्टिस करने वाला है. फॉलो हिम, दैट्स द इंस्ट्रक्शन. सी ते यथा येन प्रकारेण ब्राह्मणाः तत्र तस्मिन् कर्मणि वृत्तेव वर्तेरन् तथा त्वमपि वर्तेताः. Such great brahmanas, in whatever the way they act or behave, at that place of Vritta and karma, where you have vichikitsa or doubt, you just do whatever exactly they have done. Then you are safe. It is better always than in delusion or dilemma doing wrong thing and suffering. Never ever take chance there is a doubt. That's it. Be clear, pakka with your understanding. If the understanding is not clear because of lack of intellect capacity, this is a technique. That Mahatma, that great person, whoever is there, जैसा वो केयर कर रहे हैं वैसा आप करो. करना इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर द रिजल्ट. सो जो कर रहे हो कर लेना. डाउट है तो पूछ लो उनको और जवाब देंगे तो ठीक है. नो नीड इवन टू आस्क और डिस्कस. तत्र यथा वर्तेरन तथा वर्तेता. ही इज एन अथॉरिटी टू यू. देन यू आर डूइंग इज नॉट रॉन्ग. Now one more thing remains. What is that? It's okay when we have good people and everything is going on nicely. But when in life, abhyakhyata vyaktis are around us. Abhyakhyata means people who do wrong, bad people. Those who have got the crime history, nera charitra, दुष्ट चरित्र वाले हैं, उनके साथ कैसे डील करना. So there are also two things. One, all the time protect yourself. तो है ही. And your behavior, you are in dilemma. क्योंकि they are cruel criminals. वो क्या करेंगे नहीं पता. They don't have the heart. They are the dacoits. They attack the house. They want money. So if you don't give money, they will kill only. So you observe other intelligent person. What he does, he just gave the money, saved the life. Because life है, जान है तो जहाँ है. Is it not? तो इस तरह से ये प्रश्न होगा. शंकर भगवान gives answer to this with this. The beautiful third portion or fourth portion of this Anuvaka concludes. Last one is Esha Adesha, Esha Upadesha, ityadi, these 5-6 words. एष आदेश एष उपदेश एषा वेदोपनिषद एतदनुशासनम एवं उपास्तव्यम एवं उचैतदुपास्यम. These 6 also are very powerful words. To study, understand all this, we will come tomorrow. In this way, daily thoda thoda bhashya, mantra. See, our abilities of intellect are neither sharp to understand nor sharp to retain right now. So, we need not worry about exhaustively studying. Our two worries are what? Even little we must be studying. Out of that little, even little we should be able to memorize. That is the position of our life right now. As we become more and more able to grasp, more details will be told to us, more things we can catch, all that. But धीरे धीरे थोड़ा थोड़ा, मेरा तो इतने कैपेसिटी है, थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ना हर दिन. We are not masters that essence of all Upanishads can be given in capsule form to anyone. Even if he can give, can you receive it? So day by day, develop that subject. And now you see, after studying Bhashyam only, that in each of the Upanishad mantra, how many details are there, and then through all those details, how our own welfare is being guided. We are guided towards our own welfare. Yeah, so this last portion touching and then summarizing entire Anuvaka we'll do tomorrow. Sarvam Sri Shruti Mato Parabrahmana Charana Ravindarpanamastu. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Paramanashibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Very good. In spite of all difficulties, almost all of you are regular to the classes. That is very encouraging, inspiring to me, and very good for you also. This is how we help ourselves. This is where you are all becoming intelligent to do, discriminate the Shreyas and Preyas, and started to vote for the Shreyas. ऐसा ही होता है जिस बंदे को आगे बढ़ने का होता है. Whoever have grown in their life, whom we see now established in Jnanam and Anubhuti, at one point of time they were also at this situation, and what they did is this only, valuing Shreyas above the Preyas. And the Shreyas was only in Tattvajnanam. Tattvajnanam is there in only Upanishads. So Upanishad Satsang, when we listen, we are choosing the Shreyas. Keep it up. How much is understood, convinced, practice, etc., though they are important, right now what is important is our consistency, our regularity. Never ever go away from the contact with the truth through the Upanishads. Else, the world and Maya will pull us so much, we don't even remember that we have gone away from it. इस विषय में अपने आप को बचाना है. मैं तो कहता हूँ फ्लड आ रहा है, मुझे पूछेंगे कि आप फ्लड में बह जा रहे हो स्वामी जी, व्हाट विल यू टेक विथ यू? आई से उपनिषद टेक्स्ट एंड वन श्रोता. I am interested in that. One fellow who is listens to me उसको लेकर पढ़ते हुए उस पहाड़ में बह जाएंगे। इतना हमारा कन्विक्शन नहीं छोड़ना। Is it not? Who else is there for us as enemy or friend other than our wrong or right decision of intellect? We have to become little sensibly sensitive in this regard. That maturity is unavoidable. Clear? We'll see that. Our text of